Good evening. This is Richard, aka Amun Ra, on YouTube and everywhere else to all my friends and activist groups. I just had the pleasure of doing an interactive online survey about the BP oil spill in the Gulf. It was quite interesting, to be honest, because I know I'm going to be asked. Yes, I got paid $20 through the survey, but I would have done this one for free. What's funny is they are telling me that starting in November, which I don't understand why they don't start now, since they created this problem a long time ago, because this problem started way before the oil spill, because it has been known to us environmentalists and the government and oil companies in general that deep well drilling was a bad idea. We don't have anything to go that deep to plug up any mistakes, and we have proven that theory that we don't have anything to really fix the problems as they occur. But one of their solutions was to offer discount zoo, museum, aquarium tickets to people that purchase gas at BP gas stations. Well, my reply to that was, in any tourist area, you could get half-price discount coupons and whatnot to any of those places. Also, in many states, there's always one day of the week that the poor or underprivileged can go to those places for free on limited hours and days, because everybody has a right to go to the zoo, museum, etc. Another possibility they proposed is to donate money to the United Way, and anybody that goes to BP and fills up their gas tank, which I believe was a minimum of 8 or 10 gallon purchase, and they would donate money to United Way. The amount was unspecified, and they didn't nowhere give you the amount when asked for it. But as a customer, if I go there and give the United Way at the BP gas station $30 of my money for $10 of gas, which is about the average going rate in the United States of America, they're going to give you a bracelet. My response to that is, so they're probably going to give you a plastic trinket bracelet that's made from more petrochemical fuels, which is adding to the problem. I told them repeatedly that if BP wants to invest in the future, the earth itself is a corporation, us as the people and the stockholders, the good of all, then they would go for alternative sources of energy, like solar, hydroelectric, geothermal, wind power. There's all kinds of power to be harnessed off of waves. In fact, the oil companies have spent billions of dollars through the years to put these stabilizer bars on oil platforms so they wouldn't vibrate. Vibration implies energy to me, having studied some physics and chemistry. Well, finally a company got smart, I believe out of Italy, and they took a basic oil platform, and instead of putting these costly stabilizers on, they're using the platform to generate energy from the vibrations. There's many ways to generate energy from the sea. And they kept asking about what the top priority should be. And it seems like they're putting a lot more money into advertising than they actually are into putting into cleaning up the oil spill, which I guess that's the American way. I've learned growing up all my life, that's the way we do things in America. Instead of fixing the problem, it's cheaper to buy off the media and the press and brainwash the people. Well, this survey went on, and then they said that they were going to donate money to homeless in our local area. They kept implying they were going to donate money to my local area. My response to that was that they should donate the money to that area: Louisiana, Mississippi, parts of Texas, Mexico, places that have been devastated, the environment, the beaches, all the dead animals, people that have lost their jobs or means of living, as far as shrimp fishermen and fishermen in general. They ain't taking care of this problem, and they keep talking about all the statistics that the oil's disappeared, that it ain't there to be cleaned up. I learned about when I was 10 years old about this Gulf Stream. I mean, if I really want to be a conspiracy theorist, I could see all this black oil, which we all know that black attracts heat versus white. And I could see all this oil end up being deposited on the icebergs, which are already melting due to the oil industry and its CO2 and hydrocarbon emissions. But all this oil would coat the icebergs, causing the icebergs to melt at a much faster rate. And I can't really say much more. The survey took over an hour. It was the same questions over and over. Of course, I constantly slammed them, rated them, that I would never buy gas at their gas stations, that we should boycott them, that all companies should cease deep well drilling immediately. And the reply was the economic hit. Well, us in America, we've known for many years oil ain't an endless supply. It's going to run out sooner or later. I mean, as a society that wants to live in a modern world, are we going to let this happen? We really need to go out to all our senators, the presidents, the Prime Minister of England, and such, and we need to picket these people, boycott companies, write them letters, email, standard snail mail, call them, tie up their phone lines. We got to do whatever we have to do to boycott the oil industry in general and end what we are doing to the earth. We have already done so much damage, it's even questionable if we could fix it at this point, but we got to at least try if we want life to continue on this planet as we know it. Because the way I see it, the planet's going to go on. It's going to fix and heal itself if we're here or not. Well, one saying I came up with about 5 years ago is oil and gas. I related going to medical school now. It's like the phlegm and the pus of the earth. The earth put it in these deposits and caverns and sealed it off for a reason. Because it sealed it off so it could slowly process it over time, over billions and billions of years. Not just be dumped out into the environment or burnt to pollute the air in a matter of a couple hundred years. I mean, we're talking about many orders of magnitude difference here. Any system in the world, whether it's natural or man-made, if you change anything by one order of magnitude, you're asking for devastation. And we're doing hundreds of years releasing all the oil, natural gas, and coal deposits on the earth that nature would have naturally took care of over billions of years, which is short in the evolutionary lifespan of the planet and solar system. But my point is really, we got to not only boycott BP, we got to stop relying on oil, we got to look at alternate sources of energy, we got to pass laws that prevent companies like BP, Texaco, Exxon, that hold most of the patents on energy-saving devices, including solar cells, windmills, because there's a real conflict of interest there. What company that's making billions of dollars a year, record profits in the last couple years since 9/11, the terrorist attack on New York City and D.C., I mean, people, something's got to give. So do what you can, boycott gas, ride your bike, walk up to the store. Don't start your car to go walking up 3 blocks. Most of us in the city settings in America are always within a few blocks of whatever stores we need. We don't need to constantly use our cars. We don't need to crank our air conditioners down and freeze out the house, etc., etc. People, wake up. We are destroying the earth. We have the power to end it. I don't care what religion, what faith you follow, but God, the Creator, Mother, Father, universe, has given us a brain. Unlike most other animals that do have feelings and emotions like us, but we have a brain that we are able to change our existence. We're able to change the world around us. So let's change the world for the better. I could go on and on for hours and hours about this, but peace out, people, and everybody have a wonderful day. Goodbye.